This is not new. This is something we saw in ancient Rome. The richest guy in Rome, his name was Marcus Licinius Crassus, basically was offended by the free bread for all welfare state. And he funded, just political gridlock, the Roman equivalent of Newt Gingrich, to create basically warfare within the Roman Senate. And this led to popular discontent. It led to the rise of populism. And ultimately, it led to Julius Caesar crossing the Rubicon River and seizing Rome. And, just a few years later, when Augustus Caesar took over, that was just the end of 500 years, half a millennia of Roman democracy. And I think that we are damn close to a very similar point right now. In fact, I was just writing about that for tomorrow's Heartland Report newsletter. Great minds think alike here, Mark.
What does that look like in the modern age then?
Well, it looks like oligarchy typically and classically does, which is basically rule by the rich for the rich. It's when the resources and assets of the nation and its taxpayers are redirected towards serving a small group of oligarchs, essentially. The problem with and I get into that in some detail in the book, the big problem with oligarchy, and we've flirted with it in this country 3 times. One led to the Civil War, one led to the kind of eruption in the 1890s with the Sherman Antitrust Act and whatnot that carried on through the Teddy Roosevelt and William Howard Taft administrations. And then the third one was the beginning, I guess, the Republican Great Depression with the rise of FDR, ending the oligarchs and putting them back in their place. And now we're in this 4th tranche of it. But the big problem with oligarchy is that it's a transitional form of government. Oligarchy is not stable. It rarely lasts more than a generation. And the reason why is because people get pissed off. Hey, the rich guys are getting everything and I'm getting screwed. I mean, that just becomes the consensus opinion. And so they start demanding change. And typically oligarchies flip in one of 2 directions. Either like America has 3 times now, they flip back to democracy, or like Hungary has done and India is doing and the Philippines did, and they flip into tyranny. We're on that knife's edge right